From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. The arid desert landscape of Death Valley is not the obvious place to find water, yet it is there in one of the planet's hottest and driest places that Massachusetts Institute of Technology engineers decided to test new technology to pull drinking water from an unconventional source: the air. As CNN's Laura Pattison writes, their water harvesting device is a window-sized panel made with absorbent material called hydrogel, which has been infused with salt, folded up like origami, and enclosed in glass. The material, which looks like black bubble wrap, absorbs water vapor directly from the air, swelling up as it does so, then shrinking again as the water evaporates. The water condenses on the glass and flows down a tube to emerge as fresh, drinkable water. No power is needed, just heat from the sun. Now, the device does not produce a huge amount of water from the bone-dry air, around 2/3 of a cup a day, but the ultimate aim is to supply a household with drinking water even in arid deserts. Water scarcity is a huge global issue. More than 2 billion people lack access to safe drinking water, a situation set to worsen due to climate change, which fuels longer and more severe drought. As reservoirs shrink, groundwater dries up and rainy seasons become more erratic. Some believe one answer to this crisis lies in the reservoirs of moisture in our skies. Atmospheric water harvesting is a tantalizing prospect, and a rush of new research is generating excitement. But there are some rather sizable obstacles. It has historically been energy intensive. It produces small amounts of water, and even the new methods are many times more expensive than tap water. Sucking water from thin air is not new. For centuries, people have collected it from the fog rolling in from oceans or over mountains using vegetation, containers or mesh nets to catch water vapor and condense it. More recent technologies use condensation to cool moist air and form liquid, the same principle that creates moisture on the side of your cold drinking glass on a hot day, say. But it requires high humidity. Scientists like those at MIT have been developing technologies to work even in arid climates. Now, this type of water harvesting relies on desiccant, the same stuff that's in those little packs put into shoe boxes and new bags to suck up moisture and prevent water damage. Some desiccants are solid, others are liquid, but the newest, hydrogels or aerogels, are spongy. Arizona State professor Paul Westerhoff says they can swell like 10 times their volume just by sucking humidity out of the air, and work even in very dry environments. Hydrogels tick a lot of boxes, says Evelyn Wang, a mechanical engineering professor at MIT. They are low cost, they're the same material used in diapers, and don't require much energy to release the water they absorb. Now, there's been an explosion of research into hydrogels. One project used a hydrogel salt mixture to pull drinking water from the air in the Atacama Desert in Chile, the driest non-polar place on Earth. The device made around 1/10 of a gallon per square meter per day. Another project says it can create a gallon of drinking water a day from the air in Las Vegas using a hydrogel membrane skin inspired by tree frogs and air plants. University of Nevada professor Jeremy Cho says this whole idea seems like science fiction, but it is possible, and we're actually doing it. There are some experts, though, who believe it will be extremely difficult to overcome atmospheric water harvesting's biggest problems: cost and yields. Almost everyone agrees that it's expensive. Westerhoff says it would cost about 10 times more than the tap water that you might buy from a city today if you were to drink it. It's also more expensive than desalination, the process of creating fresh water from seawater. Purdue University professor David Warsinger says it is cheaper than bottled water, and that makes it good for small-scale applications where you need a small amount of high-quality, potable water. He pointed to places where tap water is unreliable or untrustworthy, like Flint, Michigan during its lead crisis, or parts of Bangladesh where water is contaminated by arsenic. That's all for now. You can find regional forecasts and more science-based articles at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, be safe, I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.